Now, the next station we're doing in our field work is the dip netting station, where we use very sophisticated piece of scientific equipment, which is basically a $2 kitchen strainer, bit of tape on a stick, but it's very effective at sampling what lives in the pond. This is focusing now on measuring the abundance of invertebrates, or we call them macroinvertebrates, because we're looking for things we can see with a naked eye that live in the pond, because they too tell us a story whether this is a healthy ecosystem, and scientists use them as well to determine the health and the biodiversity of this ecosystem. So the way this works is like this. Basically, we have to be mindful and careful when we're walking down there to the edge of the pond to make sure we've got a good grip on our shoes. That's why I've got these sturdy boots, so whenever you're around ponds like this, just be mindful of that. Now what we're going to do is I will show you how to dip net using a random, that doesn't mean targeting, oh there's a fish, and going, you know, that's not random. Random is just sweeping through the water nice and quickly. Okay, you get what you get and you don't get upset, because even if we get nothing, that's still data that tells us, even if everyone's dip netting here for 10-15 minutes and we get nothing, that's still valuable data that tells us, well, there's nothing living here. So, you know, it's not always about catching as much as possible. It's good to have that, but if we don't, that's still valuable data. So the way it works is like this. We go down to the water's edge. Okay, and it's like playing golf. We just got to make sure that we dip net through the clear water. We don't want to have rocks. We don't want to have plants. And we go one way and then come back the other way, just in case things have swum away. And I can see things jumping already for joy in here. And we go to the bucket that we've filled with a little bit of water, so they've got somewhere to swim. And we go tap, tap, tap. Okay. And as you can see, there's already things swimming in there from that one sweep. Alright, so we've got all our samples here that we've been dip netting for the last 10 minutes or so. Now what we need to do is use these specimen jars and sort everything out according to its shape, size and color, and group it as close as possible. So as we can see, there is lots of these guys swimming around, which are called shrimp. Oops. Freshwater shrimp. Let's get one. Okay, freshwater shrimp, and there'll be a picture that will show you a bit more clearly what this looks like. But that's them. Okay, now I can see that in this tub there's like 100 of them. Okay, so I'm going to, just for the purpose of this exercise, estimate their numbers at around 100. I'm not going to group every single one of these and try to put in a jar, because there's just too many of them. So what I'll do is I'll get my sheet and I will write down 100. Okay, so what we're doing now is, after all our dip netting, we've got our trays. We have been sorting them according to their shape, size and color. For the ones that there are hundreds of different types, and you can use this chart, we just say 100. Okay, and we'll go through that at the center. So basically the idea now is we've got all our bugs sorted, as many different species as possible that we could find, and we've estimated their numbers. So now we can go put these guys back. They've served their purpose, and we'll do the rest of this activity back at the center. So these guys are going back home.